Yo, what's up? It's your boy Jack, and welcome back to another Spelunky 2 guide. Today, I introduce to you the Calis Altar, the shrine to the great goddess, Calis. Calis altars can randomly spawn in pretty much any level, with a few exceptions where the altar can't spawn at all, that being 1-1, 1-4, All Mixed Layer, Abzu, the Mothership, Tiamat's Throne, and Hundun's Hideaway. These are the only levels in which you will never find a Calis altar. While on the flip side, places where Calis altar is guaranteed to spawn is the City of Gold, the Duat, the Palace of Pleasure, and the Ice Caves. Calis altar is basically a points and reward system used by placing creatures or items on this altar to sacrifice them to the great Calis.
She wants blood.
Sacrificing to Calis will please her and get you favor points based on the quality of your sacrifice. You can't exactly see your favor points, so whenever you sacrifice something, be sure to keep a mental note of everything you've sacrificed so you can know what your points are. And keep in mind it is reset every run, obviously. Here's a list of creatures you can sacrifice and how much points they'll give you. Keep in mind if the creature is dead, you will only get half the amount of points it's normally worth. Rewards are given every 8 points. Your first reward will be randomly selected from a compass, spectacles, spring shoes, spike shoes, climbing gloves, paste, the pitcher's mitt, a cape, or a skeleton key. Or if you somehow already have all these items, you'll just get a bomb bag. Once you reach 16 points, you will get to Kapala. The Kapala is a cup that fills up with blood every time you kill an enemy. Well, at least an enemy that bleeds, that is. Every time you fill it up, you'll get health from it. After you get to Kapala, every 8 points after that will get you a royal jelly. Since pets are worth 8 points, every time you sacrifice a pet, you are guaranteed to get something in return. This means after you get to Kapala, every time you sacrifice a pet, you'll get the royal jelly, which is worth way more health than just taking the pet to the exit. You're cursed, bruh. This is it. The run ends here. Oh no. Oh wait, actually Calis can help you here. If you get 16 points and sacrifice to Calis, she will cure your curse. Keep in mind though, this will take up one of the tiers. So if you get cured during the sacrifice where you'd normally get the Kapala, you won't get the Kapala until the next 8-point interval. Anytime an altar is destroyed though, you will lose 16 points. Getting your points into the negative will spawn a bunch of monsters. So if you have 16 points or more whenever Calis altar gets destroyed, you should be safe. Note, you can't regain rewards by going under a point threshold and then going back above it. So for example, if you already got the reward for your first 8-point interval, and then you go into the negatives and then back up to that 8-point interval, you won't get that reward again. Destroying Calis altar can be used as a strategy though. See, destroying Calis altar is the key to getting the true crown. The true crown is an item that will randomly teleport you every 22 seconds, but it will also give you 22 bombs every 22 seconds. To get the true crown, you first want to destroy an altar to reach the negatives. Doing this will do the normal thing, which will spawn a bunch of enemies. Then find the next altar. This time you will meet a guy named Beg. Beg will give you some bombs. Go ahead and destroy this altar too. This altar is going to spawn all those enemies like last time, but this time it's also going to attach a ball and chain to you, which will slow you down dramatically. But don't worry, you can actually destroy it by throwing it in lava, getting Quillback to smash it, or just smashing it with a block or anything that smashes really. But if for whatever reason you can't destroy the ball and chain, I recommend just carrying it around. It's way better than trying to drag it everywhere. Now, find a third altar. Beg's not going to be here this time, but before you destroy this altar, be sure you have a clear route to the exit, because whenever you destroy this altar, not only is it going to spawn a bunch of enemies and reattach the ball and chain to you, but this is going to curse you and spawn the ghost. So, get ready. Once you blow it up and somehow manage to escape, wow, you're a pro if you can do this. Now, find a fourth altar, except this time you don't have to destroy it. You'll see Beg will be waiting for you, and upon reaching him, he'll give you the true crown. Now, Beg doesn't really matter, I don't know, go ahead and kill him, do whatever. Besides just sacrificing creatures and, you know, all that blibbity-blabbity witchcraft sacrificial stuff, you can actually sacrifice items to Calis too. If you sacrifice an idol, or the tusk variant of the idol, you'll get a golden pooping monkey. Keep in mind this monkey is really easy to kill. He's not really a good financial choice, but I mean, it's a golden pooping monkey. I think it's a good golden pooping monkey choice. I would just go for it. If you sacrifice a rock after getting 16 points in Calis' favor, you'll get an arrow. Whoa. Tired of the shopkeeper's games? Steal his dice. And if you sacrifice both of the dice, whatever the dice lands on will depict what reward you get. I say reward with quotation marks. Could be an enemy. Who knows? If you sacrifice a present, you'll get the eggplant. If you sacrifice a Ushabti, I butchered that word so hard. Ushabti. Shabati. If you sacrifice Shakira, if you sacrifice Shakira, Ushabti, you'll get either a caveman, a helping hand, or a turkey. Then there's some unique altars. Altars that don't exactly act like all other altars. Remember at the beginning of the video I mentioned altars that are guaranteed to spawn no matter what? Well, these ones are kinda special. Here's some of the unique altars. There's the altar in the City of Gold. Now this altar is pretty much just like all other Calis altars, except if you have the Ankh, you can go ahead and self-sacrifice here to reach the Duat. The altars in the Duat and in the ice caves are not like normal Calis altars. I don't believe you can sacrifice normally on them. Upon reaching the altar in the Duat, a reward will already be waiting for you there, depending on how many points you already have. And the altar in the ice caves is only for sacrificing the eggplant, which is a whole different video entirely. Now,
Go sacrifice. Make Calis happy.